Welcome back to the show. So, we know that hosting guests can be stressful, especially these days when so many people have dietary restrictions that are so different. Now, as a caterer and former private chef to the Toronto Raptors, our next guest knows how to feed people with those strict diets.
Here to share her favorite crowd-pleasing barbecue recipes is Chef Tamara Madison. Welcome back. Now, Chef Tamara, what do you think is the biggest thing people don't realize when it comes to having a barbecue and cooking for all different types of diets?
Well, first of all, I think the first thing people think of is like, I'm gonna cook what I like, right? Yeah. So, like, I'm guilty. So we tend to forget about our friends that have dietary restrictions. They may not be a large population, but they are there and they most likely will show up to your barbecue. So I always make sure. Yeah, they will.
They always show
Somebody.
up. Yeah.
So I always say try to stay away from, or at least have a small portion set aside for them that's gluten-free, dairy-free. You know, read labels. There are a lot of sauces and different things that have gluten in them that we're not aware of. So reading the labels is extremely important. And just keeping things simple, like making marinades or sauces that have just like olive oil, lemon, herbs, spices.
Right.
And it gives us a lot of flavor, but gives the crowd what they need, and then when people come with their dietary restrictions, you know that they can eat it, right?
That's smart.
Because it is kind of surprising that a lot of sauces and chips, they aren't actually dairy-free,
No,
right?
they're not. Actually, a lot of chips have milk powder in it.
Really?
Yeah, they do. And like, guilty, I like to bring a bag of chips to barbecues all the time, but like, vegans will be like, oh, they'll just eat at anything, and you have to be sure that you're reading again, read the labels.
Read the labels.
Yeah, just
Does anybody get upset? You're the chef, you're bringing chips? I'd be like, girl, where is the barbecue?
I didn't have time. I didn't have time today.
I'm here with a bag of chips. All right, so let's get into our first dish. Talk to us about the jerk mushroom kebabs. It sounds delicious.
It looks so good.
You talk, we eat.
All right, so these jerk mushroom kebabs are just a great plant-based alternative. So I'm Jamaican, we love jerk chicken, obviously. So instead of having the chicken, we have the mushrooms. And if you do have a crowd that does eat meat and they're vegan or vegetarian, of course, just put the chicken and the mushrooms on one kebab and then like party in your mouth. Yeah.
That's an easy fix.
Yeah, for sure.
And I don't do spice very well, but let's talk about the kick that this jerk brings.
Yes. So obviously jerk has Scotch bonnet pepper in it, but the good news is for people that kind of want to wean back on the spice a little bit, grocery stores do have the option to get like mild or spicy jerk seasoning. So just get the mild. And then what I do is I actually put agave syrup in my marinade. It's in the recipe. So the agave syrup kind of mellows out the smokiness and the spice and the salt. It kind of gives a nice balance and it gives great flavor.
I feel like the pineapple on here does that as well. The pineapple is so delicious, but is there a swap for someone who's maybe fussy about that?
Yeah, absolutely. I actually put fried plantain.
Oh, yes.
Favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So like I'll grill them and then I cut up some fried plantain and I just wean it right onto the kebab. Knocks people out every time.
Ooh, I love that.
I love fried plantain.
That was already amazing. Let's move on to the next dish. It is an Asian-style burger.
Oh,
so tell us about it.
This is my favorite.
Oh!
Okay.
This is my favorite. It has ground beef, it has ground ginger, like freshly grated ginger in there. It has it has scallion.
My God.
Yeah. It's my favorite, yeah.
I'm tasting the ginger and I'm tasting all the...
Scallion, and then it has like gluten-free hoisin because it actually is gluten-free. So we have a gluten-free bun. We're making sure we use
Gluten-free bun!
Wow.
That one, this one isn't.
That one isn't, this one is, and it's just as good.
Listen,
Because you guys didn't have any, you know.
We're good. I'm
So I knew you guys
If this was gluten-free, it'd be like, okay, I can
Yeah, no, you can do that.
Wow.
But there are
So
gluten-free
good.
buns. So you just swap that out, and then that way you're able to cater to those people that have the restrictions.
All right, and do you have a plant-based version for someone who doesn't want to eat meat?
Yes, absolutely. If you do want to make it
Just eat the meat.
just eat the meat. Yeah, that's my point.
I'm saying that as someone who's no longer vegetarian. Eat the meat.
Too much stress. Just eat the meat, guys. Yeah. No, honestly, If you are somebody that doesn't eat meat or you are plant-based, I would just say, just go for the plant-based meat,
Oh,
right?
I see. Yeah, just do that straight
Just do
up.
like the Beyond Meat or
swap.
whatever it is, like swap that out because it gives closest in texture at least, right? And you can still get the flavors. Yeah. This
is unreal.
With the coleslaw, and that's amazing.
Okay, yeah,
Unreal.
let's move on to the potato salad because how did you make this sort of adaptable to lots of dietary needs?
This one is just naturally something that a lot of people are able to eat. It's a comfort food that we're all familiar with.
Yep.
It goes with a lot of different cuisines. It has amazing flavors, and you can make it the night before. But with mine, I have whipped dressing, there's ground garlic, there's egg, there's green peas, red peppers, roasted red pepper and garlic. So it's a roasted red pepper and garlic potato salad. And if you do have a dietary restriction, you simply just take out the egg and swap out the mayo for vegan mayo, which you can get at grocery stores everywhere now. So
But this one is dairy-free and gluten-free?
Dairy-free,
This one-
gluten-free.
And that would be the swap, okay.
yes.
Okay.
Wow.
All right, so what's another side? My mouth is full. What's another side that you'd recommend as a fail-safe option for anybody who's on a restrictive diet?
For me, I always go for grilled corn. Like grilled corn, I feel like kids love it. Everyone typically loves grilled corn. You can also use a lot of different toppings to like elevate the corn. And if you have a lot of restrictions coming to your barbecue, again, take those sauces that you buy out of the grocery store out, make your own little marinades with, you know, the olive oils, the lemons, the herbs, the spices. Vegan butter is there too. Add some garlic and it's amazing.
That's a great party idea. I love that with the
Yeah.
spread.
Oh, yeah.
We're gonna end with a real crowd pleaser, dessert. Which I will hand out if you describe.
Oh my God.
What's in there?
Just some ice cream cookie sandwiches. Look at how beautiful they are. You pass that down.
Okay, so they're kind of melting, guys, you know? It's melting a little bit, but
This is how it
it's all
works.
good. Take
Oh my
a
God,
bite.
they're so beautiful.
Thanks.
Why do they keep giving me the follow-up question with all this delicious food? Wow. So this version is dairy and gluten-free.
Dairy.
That's
It's
incredible.
actually vegan.
It's vegan?
It's vegan.
What?
Completely.
All right, so what
Yeah.
swaps can you use so you can make it nut-free as well?
So instead of using almond flour, which is in this recipe, you can just make use regular flour, right? If they're not anybody that's fussy with gluten. But you also have to be careful with the plant-based ice cream that you choose because sometimes they use cashew in it.
Oh, right. Okay.
Right? So you can use a sorbet or something else that does not have nuts in it. Again, read the labels, super important. Or make your own ice cream.
Yeah, you can make your own too.
Yeah,
It's
make
true.
your own ice cream at home.
What about any other dessert ideas?
Dessert ideas, I honestly love cakes just because the heat, it's summer, and they can kind of sit out sometimes, like it depends on what type of cake you make. You can actually kind of have it sitting out on your counter. Whether you have to keep it in the freezer and you have to be super strict about when you take it out, how long it's out for. It's less fussy.
Oh my God, Tamara, you have just taken us on an amazing journey. Thank you.
Glad you liked it.
Everybody at the barbecue will be happy.
Yes.
I didn't hear a word.
Oh my God.
Hey there, what did you think? Drop your comments below and join the conversation. And don't forget to like and subscribe so you can find more on everything from food and fashion to pop culture and current events. See you soon.